Hello, it's Bob Pandolfo. It's Monday, March 6, 2023. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to look at computer handicapping using my newest program, Formula Pro. This is at Parx, which is near Philadelphia. And this was on a Monday, February 6, 2023. We're going to go over the whole card quickly and just to show you how this particular program did this day. So this is called Formula Pro. We're in the first race, and you can see that the 4-horse Hornbeam won and paid $11.20. Here, Hornbeam is ranked second. Now, it's a route race, so I recommend that you rank them on stamina. Ability is also very good, but on stamina, it's ranked second. So it came out 3-4 was the way it picked it. It came out 4-3, and you can see the 3-horse, the horse that it put on top, was a long shot. And that finished second. So this was a pretty nice exacta, 94.80 exacta. It's 3-4 and it came out 4-3. So now let's go to the next race, the second race. So in the second race, I don't think it was really close in this race, but we're going to go in, we're going to rank it on stamina. And the 4-horse won and paid $26.80. And here, the 4-horse, it's just not really ranked that well, so I'm going to go over to race number 3. And in the third race, we're going to rank again on stamina because it's a route race. And you can see that the 8-horse Outrageous Bet won and paid $22.60. The 3 finished second. And here it has the 8-horse on top, this $22 horse, and it's ranked first on average speed, on stamina, and on ability, and it's ranked second on pace, second on form. Now the horse the favorite, even though it's not ranked well on ability, it's third, stamina it's fifth, but it's ranked first on class, first on jockey trainer, second on race distance, first on pace, and it's second on average speed. So that was kind of an obvious, horse that you'd have to use in exactas. The exacta actually paid really well too. It paid $61.80, but it did have the 22.60 horse right on top in the third race. Now we go down to the fourth race, and this horse was a really nice overlay here. We're going to again rank on stamina. It's another route race. The first 4 races were all 2-turn races here at Parx that day. So this horse, he runs the line, won and paid $37.40. It came out 2-1 for the exacta. And as you can see, it picked 2-1. So the horse is first on stamina, and he's first on average speed. So that's a really good price to see a horse, ranked first on average speed and first on stamina, second on ability. And the horse that finished second has him ranked tied for average speed and second on stamina. And you can see this is a $37.40 horse, and it had the exacta cold for $114.40, $2 exacta. Another thing is had 2 long shots in a row on top, and there's a daily double, of course. And here you can see the $2 daily double paid $346.40. So it had a cold $346 daily double, cold $114 exacta, and back-to-back races. So I'm going to go over to the 5th race, and here the 9-horse won, and it didn't have this horse, but we're going to rank on pace because this one's a sprint. And you can see that the 9 won, paid $18.80, and the 9 isn't really ranked that well here. So we'll go to the next race. I want to show you the whole card. So we go over the race number 6, and we're going to rank this one on stamina again because it's a route race. And here you can see that the winner paid $4, and it had him on top. And he's ranked first and second ranked first in 3 categories, including average speed and stamina. So we're going to go over to race number 7. And in race number 7, it's another 2-turn race. We rank on stamina. And here, Hop on Me won and paid $8.20. This is another nice overlay because you can see Formula Pro ranked Hop on Me first in ability, first on stamina, first on form, first on pace, first on fraction, and first on average speed. So it made him look like kind of a standout, but the payoff was $8.20. So that's pretty good. So now we're going to go over to race number 8, and the 2-horse won this race, and we're going to rank on pace because this one's a sprint. And here the 2-horse, looked okay. He's second, he's third, but it didn't really pick him. So we're going to go over to race number 9. Now, the races 9 and 10 are really interesting, and I want you to follow this, because this is one of the things that I worked on these programs. Now you can see that here, Speedy Bolt won and paid $40.80, right, in the sprint race. Now, if you look at Speedy Bolt down here, he's ranked second in class, and he's not ranked that well, but then he's ranked first on fraction. Now, fraction is it's a little hard to explain. I created these formulas, and for those of you, by the way, who have all my systems, or have a few of these systems, the system I developed before Formula Pro was real time. This program, Formula Pro, has 5 of the same ratings, but then I created new ratings because I wanted some different looks, and I wanted to try to get those extra winners for the pick 3s and the pick 4s and doubles. So I came up with jockey, trainer, race distance, form, and fraction. Those were 4 new ratings that I put in here. And all of them have done well picking long shots, which is what I wanted. And fraction was a really interesting number we came up with, which has been picking some really good bombs, and especially in sprints. And that's what fraction is really for. It's more of a sprint number. And here you can see it's right. The horse, even though he doesn't look good overall, I mean, he is second on class. He's ranked first on fraction, and he paid $40.80. So now we go to the next race, which is race number 10. And in this race, another long shot won, and that is the 2-horse. So as you can see, one more scoop won, paid $20.40. So you look over here, and he's ranked third on race distance, but again, he's ranked first on fraction. So there's 2 long shots in a row, a $40 horse and $20 horse, that was ranked first on fraction, which is, as I've told people, and it's right on my website, that it's good for picking long shots, especially in sprints. It's using 3 different races, and it's using a horse's speed, at a certain part of the race, and averaging it, and it's hard to explain. It's it's an algorithm we created. I was fooling around with this number. It was something I had in my head for a long time. When we first put it into the program, my programmer didn't quite understand what I meant, so he put it in a little bit different way. So I said, well, okay, wait a minute, let's look at that, because that, that's not that far off. So I looked at the way he put it in and the way I originally designed it, and it turned out that the one that he made, that he put in a little bit differently was a lot better. It actually made even more sense. Sometimes you get lucky, and that this number, fraction, turned out to be a really, really good long shot rating. So now we go over to the last race, and the 3-horse Cents a Million won, and we're going to go in here and rate it on pace. And Cents a Million is ranked on top on ability, class, and because pace, I'm using pace because it's a sprint, and he paid $5.40. So you can see that this program did a really good job in this card. Picked a number of different long shots, a cold $346 double, a cold $114 exacta. I mean, just overall, they just ranked did a really good job. Now, the difference is, though, if you're trying to handicap using past performances, it could take hours, whereas using this program, it just takes minutes. I mean, you can do the whole card in like 10 minutes and kind of look at the horses that you might want to use at prices, and you might want to put in there as the more obvious horses. If you're playing exactas, doubles, pick 3s, whatever you're playing. Beauty of these of the computer programs too, it's not just that they help you handicap faster and it's easier. They're going to come up, these algorithms I created, these formulas, which are based on averages. You're gonna have a hard time looking at past performances and subjectively, coming up with long shots. You're going to come up with more of the obvious kind of horses, because that's the way our minds work. Whereas the computer doesn't have any biases, and it's looking at more of a big picture. Like the way I developed these two, it gives you a capsule look at each horse, so you have a better idea of the horse's ability, especially its ability in the last you know, in the recent races, like the last 5 races or so. So it gives you a capsule look at the horse. And that's why I can come up with these long shots, because it's not just focusing on one thing. You know, that's the thing about a computer program. I mean, it can you know, take a lot of different factors and create, you know, a unique kind of compounded rating. And you know, it's just hard to come up with those things on your own when you're looking at past performances. You can, but it could take hours, and you're not going to get as many long shots anyway. It's just very difficult to do when you're using your own subjectivity. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this card, and I'll be doing more videos. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free, and that's important for my YouTube channel. But anyway, thanks for listening, and take care.